What's going on, everybody? What's going on, guys? This is Post Malone. This is Division. This is Kanye. I'm Khalid. This is King Kong. I'm Lil Nas X. Making the motherfucking fat.
Power 4.4 Radio.
Views, information, or opinions expressed on the broadcast of Power 4.4 Radio are solely the opinions of the individuals involved and does not represent those of Power 4.4 Radio or Live 365. Power 4.4 Radio is not responsible for any information reported on the program. Today's show is sponsored by Mastermind Photography and Designs. Contact them for all your photography and design needs at 443-226-2429. Let them know that Power 4.4 Radio sent you and follow them on social media at JH3MM. Book your appointment today and make today last forever.
If you're moving, you should call Focus Movers. We got trucks and crews, call Focus Movers. 443-506-7905. We can handle it. We got skills to cover it all. Pack and load and take away your stress. Anywhere demand for your relocation. 24/7 services. Get a free quote, don't miss out on it. If you're moving, you should call Focus Movers. We got trucks and crews, call Focus Movers.
Join us each and every Monday at 6 p.m. as we bring to you Ladies Night with the Hustle Queen. I'm Cinnamon.
And I'm Stony. And as always,
Keep hustling, queens.
What's up? What's going on? It's your man, Jay McGraw, the Entrepreneur Corner. Make sure you tune in each and every Friday here on Power 4.4 Radio, live at 6 p.m. Come check your boy out. And remember, the people are the power.
This is Kid Kong. Tune into Tune World every Saturday from 8 to 9 p.m. on Power 4.4 Radio.
Hey there, this is Michael Braxton with Health Tips and Hip Hop. What's going on in your garden of health? Join me with my radio family at Power 4.4 every Wednesday from 6 p.m. until 7
You have
p.m.
your phone to call in tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Derek Darrell Dixon right here. I'm talking with 3D right here on Power 4.4, where the people are the power. Listen, I'm here every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so tell a friend and make sure that you tune in because we are always going to be sipping the coffee and spilling the tea, so don't miss it. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here, Power 4.4, because you know what? The people are the power.
Yo, you want to play something silly? You come through.
I heard she eat one crack a day. I heard that Tim and started to go treat her.
I heard that you got hit by 3 zebras and a monkey. I can't stand it nowhere.
When I woke up in the peace, I ain't got any speed. I'm a bad man, my jumper got daddy. Y'all people ain't got it like me. How you studying these crows? Need to talk what you know. Just stop talking about who I'm sticking and licking just right ain't chose. I know y'all pull, y'all boo. Y'all job just hanging up close. Step to me, get burnt like toast. Y'all suckers adios to me, ghost. Close. I don't brag, I mostly boast. From the VA to the LA coast. Is it go?
What up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Talking with 3D right here on Power 4.4. I am your host, Derek Darrell Dixon, and I am excited because you know what? It is Tuesday, and you know on Tuesday what we do, honey. We tell what we want to tell, get it off your chest. Tuesday, say what you want to say. We want to sip the coffee and spill the tea, and I'm letting you know right now, I got some juicy stuff today. But today is such a beautiful day outside, and we are here in our new studio, and we're excited about that, ladies and gentlemen. But again, welcome to Talking with 3D. Listen, if you want to call in and just spill the tea with us, you can give us a call at 443-766-0846. Again, you can call me at 443-766-0846. So please give me a call. Once again, you're listening to Talking with 3D right here. Power 4.4, where the people are the power, ladies and gentlemen. Jay McGraw is in the house. What is up, Jay McGraw?
Yeah, I'm here.
He's here. He's fighting this cold, ladies and gentlemen. But you know what? He's here. We always make it out and do our jobs, what we got to do, make things happen. So y'all, I need all my prayer warriors. Point your hands this way to Power 4.4, and we're going to pray over Jay. Amen. All right. It is done. It is done. But ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome you guys. I'm your host, Derek Darrell Dixon. We weren't here last week. We were moving into the new studio and getting things ready and getting things set up so we can give you a fantastic show. So we're just excited to be here and do what we do. And I love being here on the radio, being able to, talk with my supporters and know what is going on out there. OC Flo she is ready. She's my ear to the street. So OC Flo gonna be calling in and talking to us as well. You can call in too as well. Call in at 443-766-0846. I want to start out by saying congratulations to all the graduates. There's been so many graduations going on this weekend, last weekend. So I'm excited because my middle son, he graduated from Pikesville Middle School, and he is on his way to high school. So that to me is so very, a lot of people when they see Jaden, they're like, what? He's going to high school. But listen, I've been prepping him for them days because he is on his way to high school. And I told him in 3 more years, you're going to be in the Marines. And he was like, what?
In the Marines.
I'm just preparing him. Because if your grades ain't good and you ain't got yourself prepared and ready for college, baby, you better stand in salute position because you're on your way to Marines. That's what you're going to be doing.
You're going to ship them for
I'm going to ship them off. And I thought, Marines, at least they got nice uniforms and everything. So I think they're the way that they start out and stuff is a little different. But you're going to be in salute position on the day of your graduation. Whatever they say, adios, whatever they say, that's what you're going to be in, salute position. So I'm excited for him. Caleb, he graduated. I have no more kids in elementary school.
Yes.
Caleb is moving on to middle school.
Yes.
So he'll be going to Pikesville Middle, and excited for him. So I've already had to talk, Jay. I told my boys, and I said, listen here.
That's a little football player there.
Yeah, that's the football player right there. But I told him, I said, let me tell y'all something. I said, I don't have babies no more. I have a middle school. I say I have a high school. I got a teenager, and I got a young adult.
Yeah.
So it ain't going to be a bunch of cooking and washing your clothes and everything. I was like, it's time for y'all to learn these things because, you
got to teach them, though.
I got to teach them.
Yeah,
I got to teach them responsibility because they get to a certain point and they want to act like they don't know how to do this and don't know how to do that.
Yep.
So
deal with it every day.
I sat down and I had to talk with them today, and I said, there's going to be no more babying. There's no, I don't have no spoiled brats. I love my boys, and I will give them the world, and I'll work hard to give them the world. But the thing is that you got to, at this time, you got to earn it. You were children, and you're still my children. You're still my babies. But the thing is that you got, at this point in your life, it's now you got to start to learn how to figure some things out. What do you want to do? What's your passion? What's your goals?
Right.
Don't follow my passion and goals. Learn from them, but I want you to go out there yourself and have your own experiences. You've got to have your bad experiences. You got to have your good experiences. So learn about relationships. Learn about love. Learn about not being able to trust people. Learn it for yourself. Because I can tell you my experiences, but I want you to go out there. And a lot of people are like, wow, you. And I said, yes, they have to be able to go out there and do this and really have great experiences. And they have great friends. And I want all these young people to go out and just understand.
Yeah, I have a different take.
Do you really?
I do.
What's your take?
I tell all my kids to focus on school first. School first is very important. I want
my kids to focus on school first too, though.
Me and my daughter, we just talked about this on Sunday. She sat right there where you sitting at, and I said, I want you to focus more on school. And the reason being is because you don't want to be a certain age and can't read or write.
Right.
There's a lot of grown-ups out here that can't read or write. They can't read an application.
Right.
They can't calculate what they should be getting paid every week.
Mm-hmm.
They just get this pay stub. Oh,
Yeah.
I got paid.
Yeah.
Oh, I got paid.
Yeah.
And that's the world can be jipping you and you don't even know it.
Yeah.
You know, so I tell her the school first.
Yeah.
You know, and then once we get to that road, then we can approach it. But I wouldn't jump the gun on worrying about a boyfriend or a girlfriend.
Well, no, I don't want them worrying about boyfriends and girlfriends.
Understanding the whole
right.
You know, sexual process.
Yeah.
Whereas though that a kid can come
Right.
after you done did what you did.
That's right.
You know, so the older ones I do that.
Mhm.
The teenage boys, because I know where my brain was when I was a child.
Right.
Hormones jumping.
Right. Yeah. You see a little hair sprouting out.
Yeah.
You think you all that and everything.
Because I got one right now. He comes home.
But you got a hair sprouting out?
Nah, the guy.
Oh no.
My son, and he thinks I mean, his confidence level is cockiness at this point. And I tell him, like, you need to pipe down a little bit because you're worried about the wrong things. You're worried about girls. Girls are going to pass you by, especially if you're dumb and you ain't got no money.
Right.
Because this is the way we work at home is women like money.
Yeah.
I mean, these young girls, that's what they like.
That's right. Because
They like the new
they need to
Gucci
get
bag.
things done.
They want the new Gucci bag.
Right.
They want the
They need their eyebrows. They need their eyelashes. They need their fingernails done.
Yeah, and I told him, I said, you're not prepared for that. So you need to slow your roll down and focus better on school and these books.
Yeah.
I tell my oldest son, my next to the oldest son, tell him the same thing. You know, he would just call me today and was like, Dad, I'm ready to buy a car. I was like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, he 18, so he can kind of do that. You know, he works.
But 18
he do
is
have
still
a job.
kind of young, though.
He do have a job, but what I told him was, you know, with a car comes great responsibility.
Yeah.
Because now you have people's lives in your hand.
That's right.
You have to make payments on the cars. Like when I first got my license, I had like 3 accidents back to back.
Oh.
None of them was my fault. But I had a guy literally trying to sue me for $12,000.
Oh yeah. No.
And I'm thinking in my house, like, I'm shaking in my boots, like, I ain't got no $12,000 to get this man. And he ran out in the street.
See, and that ain't happening in my house because I told my son, my middle son, I said, listen here. I mean, I told all of them.
Because we live in a world where everybody sue you.
Everybody will sue you.
Oh,
you look at them wrong, they're gonna sue you.
I slipped. I'm suing.
If they slip and you don't have your snow shoveled on and they slip out on your property, they're going to try to sue you.
Try to sue.
So, but I want my kids to focus on school first, their grades and everything, school first.
Mm-hmm.
But what I was saying or what I was meaning is that
you don't want them to be blinded.
I don't want you to be blinded. And I'm not worried about relationships. I don't, relationships, you can wait till you're 21, wait till you get into college. And even then, I still want you to focus. But I still want you to develop who you are.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to be able to, experience things. So therefore, later in life, it's not that hard.
Right.
So but as far as relationships, no, I don't want you. No, my kids are not ready for dating and all that kind of stuff. They're very too immature to, even go that route.
Yeah.
They still walking around with stuffed animals and things like that. So no, we're not playing that game. But I want them to learn, or at least to know that life is lifing. Yeah. And there's a lot of life experiences. I talked to my middle son. You're going into middle school.
Yeah.
And kids are different nowadays.
Yeah.
Where, somebody can walk up to him and say, hey, can you hold this for me? And he don't even realize he could be holding on to some drugs or something illegal. And he just think he's just trying to be a good friend.
Yeah.
So those are the type of things. What do I want him to experience that? Mm-hmm. No. But at least I want you to have an open mind to say no.
Right.
To be able to process things. What's good, what's bad, what's right, what's wrong.
Yeah.
So that's, I can't protect you 24/7. Because right now, when you walk out that door to go get on the bus, I stand in my window and watch until you get on that bus.
Once you get on the bus, it's school fault.
Hey, you on school property.
Yeah.
You know, but until I see you leave, you know, I'm in dad mode. But I'm still, even though when you're in school and little things come across, this happened at the school and everything, I want explanations. I want to know why. What happened? What was your response? What did the school do? So it's things like that I want you to be able to make a decision,
Make a good decision,
and make a good decision instead of.
I just seen two little teenage girls.
Yeah.
On the side of the road in handcuffs.
See, sad.
Very sad.
Yeah. And these
and their mama probably
teenagers-
out there saying that my baby ain't do nothing. What are you talking about? Get them cuffs off her.
Right. And teenagers nowadays, I'm telling you, when I tell you, I have a fourth grader, and you ask him a question, and he's sitting there going, "What? What are you talking?" Now I just saw you take the pencil and hit somebody with it, and then you sitting there looking at me like, "What are you talking about?" I do see you. I do see you. You are, you know, you're not invisible.
Facts.
But these kids nowadays, it's, you know, and we always say, you know, this is a different breed. This is different. No, these kids are totally different because they have so many different things.
I think the reason why they're different, a lot of them, is because a lot of them don't have good parenting at home. A lot of the parents, like I told my daughter, I said, you know, your mom have groomed you to a point where she feels as though you're her friend.
Okay.
Me, I'm your father.
Yeah,
you can talk to me because I want you to be open in communication to talk to me, but just realize the response that you think you're going to get is probably not the response you're going to get.
Yeah, because I'm not going to.
I'm going to give you the real of what you're going through.
Right.
Because that's just the reality of life. Like I told him, I said, you know, enjoy all of this free stuff that you get to eat right now.
Right.
Enjoy all of this stuff because once you turn an adult,
them things stop.
It costs to eat.
That's right.
Like DJ Khaled was not lying when he said that on an interview. It costs to eat.
That's right.
You want to go eat French fries? It costs to eat those fries.
They used to be $1. It ain't $1 no more.
No.
You used to be able to go and get you $1 hamburger, $1 fry, and $1 sweet tea.
Now it's like $9
yes.
for a meal.
Yes. You feed 3 people. It's $36.
That's $40 right
I
there.
just did it. Yeah. So our kids have to learn that they do have so many things accessible to themselves right now. And we do have a lot of parents out there that want to be their kids' friends. And we have some great parents that are being parents.
Right.
You know, so you know, not taking away from your parental skills, but a lot of times you have to realize that your kids are not always the perfect ones.
Right.
You know, whatever you're teaching them at home, that's what they believe in when they're out in the world.
Well, I know my daughter's sneaky. I watch it. I watch her.
Yeah.
Like she can be on the phone with one of her friends. She was in here on the phone with one of her friends on FaceTime. So I get a look like, yeah, who's that?
Right.
She was like, oh, just my friend. And she hurried up and swiped off of it.
Yeah.
It's just little things like that I catch. And I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why swipe off of it?
Right. Because it's who you're talking to.
Let's just have this
conversation. Or what you're talking about.
Yeah. There's all types of things out here that can cause you. And I tell the kids this. In life, you can go down the road. You can make a left turn, and it'd be the worst decision you made. You can make a right turn, and it could be half as bad as the decision that you did if you would have went left.
Right.
And then you can go down a straight path, and then you ain't got no problem.
Right. Yep. I'm telling you, it's different nowadays.
Yeah.
It's different because, again, social media, you know, we didn't have social media back in the day.
No,
so
we didn't have no TikTok.
No TikToks. We didn't have Facebook. We didn't have Instagram.
Snapchat.
You didn't have nothing.
Yeah.
You know, you had a dial-up rotary phone and
a black and
white. You
white.
had to go outside.
Black and white TV.
Black and white. You had to go outside to talk to your friends.
Yeah.
And they had to live in the neighborhood.
Yep.
You weren't going, you know, over town
and best
to talk to
believe
somebody.
There was some eyes on the conversation.
That's right. They knew who you was talking to, what time you was talking to, and did you go in the house? Did you sit on the step? Where were you when you was talking to them?
Yep.
So it's a whole different situation now. But ladies and gentlemen, we would like to hear your take on what we're talking about today. 443-766-0666. 0846. Give us a call right here on Talking with 3D. So much is going on in the world. Breaking news that Biden's son, he was convicted today, 3 counts. And what's amazing is that, when he was convicted, you didn't hear that this was conspiracy, that this was set up, nothing like that. He's taken what he did. President Joe Biden is taking whatever his son did. He knows what he did. Mm-hmm. So it's funny how, those that are trying to run for president and has 34 counts. Yeah. But this is a setup. This is all, this is something that people are doing, and they're trying to they're distracting you instead of letting justice do what justice does.
Yeah, I think that a lot of this is for us to see. Right. And it's done in our face a lot of times, but we don't support our own. Right. Because Marilyn Mosby was yeah. And everybody was like, she did it. Another one stealing money from the, she did it. And poor Shirley Dixon, they will never let her back in. Yeah. Even if she won, they're never going to let her back in. They're never going to accept her, and it's always going to be the past. Yeah. Everything and Sheila Dixon, I think right now would be so great. All politicians are crooks. And I think that they all have something because they have accessibility to so much. And they figure that who's going to tell? Who's going to say something? But it always comes out. It's just like you ever been to a job and they had so much toilet paper, you're like, ain't nobody going to notice if I take one roll. Right. And then they see you on the camera and they're like, Jay, can I see just a little second? That toilet paper that you took the other day. But you think that you're getting away with things and you're not. And you're not. You really are not. And either way, if even you're self-conscious, if you are a good person, you're self-conscious alone will check you. Well, they're saying that she took her own money. That's what they're saying. Allegedly that she took her own money and bought the property. Right. So. And they're saying she falsified documents. Right. My thing is, of course, we will, as citizens, not know actually what happened. We take it as the fact that the jury, the courts. Support level, man, this woman don't have a job. Right. But she got to sit in her house for a year? This man got 36 counts. Yeah. And walking around freely. People still got his signs on their doors and windows. They ride for him. And I'm thinking, like, why are they riding for somebody that just committed 36 crimes? 36. They're a felon. He is a felon. Why do you want a felon? And this is not about Republican, Democrat. No. And I want people to understand it's not about wrong. This is right and wrong. Why would you want a felon as the president of the United States? Yeah. And what is it about Donald Trump that attracts you so much that whatever he does, like he even has said wrong with what he to himself, he said this himself. If he went out and shot someone in the street, there's nothing you could do. Yeah. But I same guy that told you drink bleach during COVID. Drink bleach. Don't get me started on that COVID stuff that wasn't true, allegedly. That we had to stay 6 feet apart from everybody and do all this stuff. But we ain't going to get into all that. We ain't going to get into all that. That's another show. That's another show. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about the Bad Boys Ride or Die movie and what you think about that. And something that Stephen A. Smith said. So we're going to talk about that. Again, you can give us a call at 443-766-0846. This is Talking with 3D right here on Power 4.4, where the people are the power.
This is Stephen, and we can be reached at www.carswithcare.com/entries. Feel free to nominate or submit an entry on your own.
This is Mike. You can also follow us on Facebook at Cars with Care.
This is Damon. You can follow us on IG at Cars with Care.
This is Eric. Please share on all the platforms that you just heard.
If you're moving, you should call Focus Movers. We got trucks and crews, call Focus Movers. 443-506-7905. We can handle it. We got skills to cover it all. Pack and load and take away your stress. Anywhere near land for your relocation. 24/7 services. Get a free quote, don't miss out on it. Get loud, better come down, force right to the ground. I need my drum, bass, high, yes, I need my snare, straight, horn, yes, I need my tim, sound, right, left, music, look here.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? You are listening to Talking with 3D. Listen, you can also watch us on IG. You can watch us on Facebook. There's also, if you go to my Facebook page or Power 4.4's Facebook page, and if you ride along and if you are just doing something in your house, you can click right on the link and listen to us 24/7. So make sure that you always listen into Power 4.4. You can download also Live 365 and download the app. And therefore, you can make sure that if you have an, the iPhone.
Yeah.
You can download the app. If you have an Android, you can just listen to it directly.
Yep.
So you can download Live 365. Go to Power 4.4 and make sure that you check us out. We have some great shows right here tomorrow. We got Michael Braxton from the Braxton family that has a great show on Power 4.4. And it's Health Tips and Hip Hop. So make sure that you check out Michael Braxton tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to his show and everything as well. And that's what Talking with 3D is every Tuesday at 7 p.m. So check out myself at Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because you know what, we're worldwide, so I got to make sure everybody knows where they can find us. We had some people, we checked out our stats and everything, and people was over in Egypt listening to us.
Yeah.
So that's exciting that people are tuning in to listen to what Talking with 3D is doing and what Power 4.4 is doing. So listen, we got some exciting things that I am doing myself. I'm working with Dallas Hanson. We started a new project. It's called Demise, so you got to check that out. We're going to start filming in July, and I'll tell you more about that. Also, Awesome Amin, he just had Gimme the Loot, and it was a great premiere, so thank you for inviting me out in Power 4.4 to your premiere of Gimme the Loot.
Yeah,
and so,
you held it down for me.
Yeah, I held it down for you. Yes.
I was sick.
Yeah, so I'm, again, being proud of us, especially, our black and brown people that are going out and following their dreams and doing what they're doing. And I'm always proud of everybody, anyone that has passion to do what they want to do. But, to see Awesome step out of the realm of being the actor and I told him it's a different beat. It's different shoes that you have to step in when you become the writer and the director, because now everything falls on you.
Yep.
So shout out to him. Give me the loot. And as soon as we get some more information as far as when that will go out streaming wise, we'll let you know about that. But you can also check him out, Stream DMV, and check out his team, because they have so many movies and everything that are going on over at Stream DMV. So check that out as well. Awesome Amin. Congratulations on Give Me the Loot. Listen, we're going to talk about Stephen A. Smith. Oh, Lord. Stephen A. Smith, he says that Will Smith of the new movie Bad Boys Ride or Die with Martin Lawrence.
What will do to you?
What did Will do to him? Well, Stephen A. Smith says that Will Smith owes the black community an explanation for the Oscars when he slapped Chris Rock. And I'm sitting there.
That's over and done with.
That's over 2 years ago. And I'm sitting there thinking, why do you think that the black community is sitting around waiting for an explanation from Will Smith? Because
didn't he apologize though?
Whatever he did, he does not owe the black community, the white community, Hispanic community, the Asian community any type of explanation. My thing is, he owes Chris Rock an explanation.
Yes,
so
correct.
If they have sat down and talked, and if they haven't talked, he owes Chris Rock an explanation. But as far as us, we've moved past that. So Stephen A. Smith, please don't hold that on the black community. That we sitting around waiting for Will Smith to give us an apology.
I was just lost on that whole thing.
I was lost. And where did that come from? And then he sits there and says, well, I can't actually go in and watch a Will Smith movie knowing what he did.
Now, had he not defended his wife, then everybody be talking about that.
Right.
So it's like with a man, you damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Right. And that joke, that G.I. Jane joke, they
I
probably doing that.
I probably would have slapped him.
Yeah,
too.
he been doing that.
Especially if my wife looked at me the way she looked at him, she was like,
yeah. Yeah.
Because at first he started laughing. Will was laughing at first.
Right. And he was laughing loud. You know that Will Smith loud.
Then he looked and seen his
Yeah.
wife like.
Yeah. She was like, oh, you ain't going to get up there and slap the out of him? But I still don't feel like, Will Smith owes, I don't think he owes anybody an explanation. Like I said, he owes Chris Rock.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever him and Chris Rock have sat down and talked about, if you haven't, don't sit there and say the black community is not going to support you because we haven't got this explanation. But I don't know what you were going through. And my thing is this: Stephen A. Smith have everything that you do. Do you have to give an explanation for everything that you do? It's because the fact that it was seen worldwide that now you feel like he owes us an explanation. No, he does not. And Stephen A. Smith said, I'm not going to go watch a Will Smith movie. Well, let me tell you something. Stephen A. Smith, Bad Boys Ride or Die has made over 1 million plus at the box office. So somebody didn't need an explanation to go see this movie. And I have not seen it yet. And I am going to go support and go see it. I have heard that it's the best Bad Boys that has in the franchise that has been made.
That's what I heard.
The best. So I have not seen one bad review, all great reviews. So congratulations to Will Smith, to Martin Lawrence for, this franchise of Bad Boys Ride or Die. So, go out and see it, ladies and gentlemen. You don't need to sit here and wait for an explanation from Will or nothing like that. We have moved on because like we do in the black community, we move on from things.
Yeah.
We don't sit there. Why am I going to sit here and stress my life
about
over a slap
from
that
2 years
happened
ago.
between two grown men? And whatever that tension is, because I know it has to deal with more tension is, because I know it has to deal with more than just G.I. Jane joke. There's something more going on in that, and whatever the healing process that they need to go through, they need to work on that. But that ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm not sitting up upset.
Yeah.
Because until you brought it up again, I was like, oh yeah, he did slap Chris Rock.
He did slap him.
But okay. He did it. Let's move on. So, yeah, Stephen A. Smith, the black community is not sitting around waiting for an explanation. Now, maybe some of your friends.
Yeah.
But the rest of us, no, we're not. And the box office proves that they're not sitting around waiting on that.
No, not at all.
No. So again, congratulations. And I also want to, allegedly a lot of people have been talking about Martin Lawrence, that he's been ill and he's been sick and he's had a stroke. Again, I don't know.
He had a stroke, but I heard a clip of him talking. He said he's all right.
He said that he's in great health and he's doing all right. People age.
Yeah.
People age. He's not going to jump over cars like he used to jump over cars. He's not going to do so many things. Martin is tired.
Yes, he is.
Martin's tired, y'all.
Martin,
he can't what up like he used to.
Martin, this is the last Bad Boys you
This
getting
is the
up
last
out.
Bad Boys. I'm done. And, Will Smith has more, to me, more energy and things like that. And Will has taken Martin to Dubai and Spain and all over the world. And Martin's like, I ain't never did nothing like this. I'm tired. I want to go to the hotel and sit down.
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. I want to.
I did hear he's going back on tour, though.
Yes, he did say he was going back on tour.
Going back on tour to do some stand up.
Yeah. So leave Martin Lawrence alone, y'all, and don't go around spreading rumors about the man. Leave him alone, and let Martin be Martin. Let him be great, because again, Bad Boys Ride or Die is out in the theaters. Everyone, it's great reviews. Go out and see it, enjoy it, and I just have a good time. Have a good time. Listen, on Saturday, June 15th, the 3D Foundation is a nonprofit. My nonprofit that we do support children, families that have autistic children and autistic families. We're raising money to do Stop the Runway for Autism, which is going to be October 12th. So come out. There's going to be a fundraiser at Chipotle, Saturday, June 15th from 4 to 8 p.m. It's at 10150 Reisterstown Road in Owens Mills. So we're just asking everybody to come out. And, you know, all you have to do is come out. You don't have to sit and dine in there. You have to come out, purchase your food, and then whatever the monies that we make and everything, we get a percentage of the money.
Okay.
So we just want everyone to come out, support. You cannot order over the phone. If you do over the phone, you have to come pick it up.
Oh, okay.
You can't order over the phone and have someone deliver it to you. You do have to basically come and pick it up. That's the stipulation on that.
Well, I think I got something already planned, but I'll give you my donation.
Okay, so come out.
So you don't have to go through no red tape.
Right. So come out to Chipotle, everyone. It's in Owens Mills, 10150 Reisterstown Road. Chipotle, Saturday, June 15th. That's this Saturday from 4 to 8 p.m. Support the 3D Foundation. Again, you can purchase your food and go on about your business.
Yeah.
You don't have to sit there and eat it. Just come in and say you're supporting the 3D Foundation. We'll be there, and you know we want to fellowship and talk with you. But come out and support that. Our models, some of the models from Stomp the Runway for Autism, they will be there as well. But we do need the support.
There will be some eye candy.
There will be some eye candy there, so come on out and see the eye candy
for all the old men.
Okay.
Hey, baby girl, how you doing?
Right. How you doing now? Can I get you something to eat?
I bought you this wrap.
Right. So yes, and I'll make sure that I'll remind you guys again. Chipotle on Saturday, June 15th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Reisterstown Road, right there in Owens Mills. Come out and support the 3D Foundation so we can have a great Stomp the Runway for Autism in October. We do need everyone. Tell a friend, tell your family to come out. Again, all you have to do is starts at 4. You can come in, purchase your food, go on about your business, but tell all your friends to come out and do it as well.
I do need to say, I forgot to do this at the beginning of the show, but I hear congratulations in order for you for winning the Impact for your book.
Yes.
The Whole Truth and Nothing But the Truth.
Yes. So that was very exciting. It was very surprising that I wrote a book that is out right now. You can get it on Amazon, The Whole Truth and Nothing But the Truth.
Award-winning.
And I am now an award-winning author.
Go ahead.
So when I first saw it, of course, tears came to my eyes because I was like, I am an award-winning author. Someone read my book and thought, man, this deserves an award.
Yeah.
And they loved my storytelling. They loved my writing. And there is an event in November.
Okay.
So I'll be able to go to the event to get my actual trophy. And
where you going?
It's in Phoenix, Arizona.
I might have to see if I can get off.
Right. See. So I want to go to
like
the show. Right. You better have packed as less as you can because I sure am not going to be running around with you, dropping stuff all over the airport. I'll be like, Sean, please, he better go on about his business.
I don't know who that is.
So I'm excited. It's the Impact Awards. And again, just to have that on your book, to have that title as an award-winning author, it means so much. You've been
getting blessed left and right.
Left and right. And I said, doors have truly been opening. And let me tell you something, Jay.
When you dance for the Lord.
When you dance for the Lord, child. Because I told him last week, I said, y'all better come on and sing these songs and pray these prayers because I'm on fire this week.
That's right.
God has been really too good to me.
That's right.
So,
learn to celebrate people while they
You have to. While we above the ground, we can't sit there and wait. And I always tell people, you do what you do now.
Oh, I love celebrating you because I know he on our block.
Okay. So, and my next thing is, I'm about to make an award-winning, short film because we're about to finish up The Greens.
The Greens.
That's going to be an award-winning short film. We're going to have an award-winning radio station.
Yeah.
And all of this is coming into play. And I said, all we need to do is put it in the atmosphere and ask for it. Those little things that we ask for, you got to be ready for it and be prepared.
Yeah.
Because there's so many times when here it comes, bam, and then you just like, well, wait. No, ain't no waiting.
Ain't no waiting.
Ain't no waiting. You need to be
When
prepared.
that door open, you supposed to walk through it. And I say,
stop.
hold up.
You're right.
I
Hold
got-
up, God.
I gotta go get my bags.
Yeah. You better be ready. And let me tell you something. When we're talking about this, we're not talking about entertainment.
Yeah.
Whatever the doors that you need open for
Open
yourself.
for yourself.
I don't care what type of business that you have. When you want God to open some things up for you, you
Or
best
growth.
be prepared.
Or
Yes.
growth in your life.
Growth in your life.
You can be in a situation where you want a new apartment.
Right. You may need a new man, a new woman.
Right.
Well, be prepared,
prepared.
because the fact that old one got to go,
Yeah.
then you better be prepared for the new one.
Yeah.
But when you ask for the new one,
gotta
you
be
better
ready.
ask for the right things.
And you better
Don't
be
get
ready.
the same thing that you left.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Definitely.
That is crazy. You got to move on to something new.
Preach that.
Yeah. You asking for something new. Well, you got the same thing what you left for. So you better make sure what you want, what you ask for, make sure that you better give details. I want a red car that is 4 doors, 4 brand new tires. I want no problems with, I don't need no oil leaking. I want the radiator work. You better ask for the details.
Yeah. I got a question I'm putting on Facebook tomorrow. I've been panning with it all week.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what do you call a man that sits home all day?
Lazy.
What do you call a woman that sits home all day?
A mother.
What's the difference?
Because a man.
Because that was my whole point of what I was going to be making. A woman can sit home and be called a stay-at-home mom. But a man that sits home, he's considered already off the break without even reasoning. He could be cleaning the house, keeping the house
He could
detailed,
be.
and everybody just calls him a deadbeat, a bum, a sponger.
Because the fact that and I'm not even going to say society, because men will say, oh, I'm going to stay home, but they find other ways for, say, the kids to be watched, so they can go do what they need to do. And
women do that too.
No,
I've seen some women do that.
well, I see more women that hey, they gonna
surprise.
They gonna stick in there.
I just got a quick question for Mr. Derek. What is his favorite Bad Boys movie and why? And if he can, rank them.
Well, okay, we're going back to Bad Boys. First off, caller, tell everybody what your name is.
I'm Javante Hurston, also known as King JTH. I'm the show host of SME. We coming back.
All right.
There's so many different ways we can do what y'all doing. We can be in the booth. I love being in the booth. I really feel invincible when I'm in the booth, but we can utilize all these social media platforms and it can become bigger than just a radio station.
I know that's right.
That's what a lot of streamers are doing.
Yep. But Vontae, listen. So as far as Bad Boys, it's not really about the franchise to me. Vontae, listen. So as far as Bad Boys, it's not really about the franchise to me, because I'm already a Will Smith and Martin Lawrence fan. So a lot of things that those 2 actors alone, I appreciate their line of work. So therefore, it doesn't really matter to me what franchise it is. I think they get better and better as they do grow as actors, as the movie and everything. So I haven't seen Ride or Die yet, but the fact that it's Martin Lawrence and Will Smith, I know it's going to be great. So can I rank them? Nah. They get better as they go. I love the first one. I love the second one. So, and the third one. But as I go see this one, I'm going to love it too, because of the fact of I love the actors. And, I'm a big Martin Lawrence fan for certain reasons, because of the fact that I am a character actor. And I love the fact that he's a character actor. I love Will Smith because the fact that, he can be funny, he can be dramatic. So they taught me things in life as far as my career and being in theater and being in acting. So I love all of them. I couldn't really pick one of them.
They've been great for a long time, even in the 90s with the show Martin, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
Even before that, Will Smith was a rapper. I know his son got some of his talents, like, cause he was in Karate Kid. He raps a little bit, so.
Yeah. So
when you're that talented, you still have it. You still got it in you.
You still got it in you. But Vontae, thank you for calling in, man. We're looking forward to hearing your show. You get back here in the studio, and we'll be hearing from you soon. All right, man?
Yeah, hopefully we can collab one day. Maybe with Michael Braxton, create a super scene.
All right, now. Put it in the atmosphere. That's what I always say. All right, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Yep.
So listen, once again, ladies and gentlemen, you can always call in.
That's a good answer though, because that's what I was just thinking about. I was like, how would I rank them? You know, I like them
you
all.
can't rank something when it's to me it's about the actors.
Yeah.
Because if I don't like the actors, I'm not going to keep going and seeing the franchise over and over and over again. You know, like Star Wars. After they got into new actors where I never heard of these actors, I lost interest in Star Wars. As long as it was Princess Leia and that real Star Wars team, I was for it.
You was for it.
But then when they got into Hula and all this other stuff, I don't know who these people are. So Star Wars, it became too even though Star Wars is fantasy, but it became too. As I'm gonna have to say unrealistic Star Wars. It just wasn't the same anymore.
Yeah.
Even though Star Wars is not, realistic, but still.
I just always wondered, like if you had like a versus, because black people, we always gotta put something against each other.
Right.
And Rush Hour versus Bad Boys.
See, now there again.
That's good duos. They're two good duos.
Right, they're two
Jackie
good.
Chan is good.
Yes, and I love Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
Chris Tucker can do you no wrong because the fact with that, he puts the sense of humor, everything in it, the voice, the laugh. So him and Jackie Chan are such a great team together.
Yeah.
So, to put them up against Will and Martin, it's hard because the fact that they both collapse so,
Javante
they
gonna
gel.
steal that idea. I know he is.
Yeah, see, they gel and they, so the movies are, similar because of the fact where, what it's about, but it's the fact that it's still their styles are different.
Their styles are definitely different.
Styles are really different. So, I love them both. That would be hard. I would support both. I'm like, listen, I'm Will. Okay, Will. If I know Will, I'm like, okay, Chris got a movie, so as soon as it's over, I got to go over here and check him out. But yeah,
because I think they just grow. Both of those series, they grow every time. Because it's like now I can't even think of which one is my favorite because they all like good.
They're all good. They really are. There's not one that I could say, oh, that one was trash. They're all good.
Yep. They're
all good. But look, we're going to move on to another topic right now. Michael Rainey, he's the star of Power. This to me is a topic that we don't talk about.
Okay.
Because of we're men. And when he was, Michael Rainey was at a streamer's house. And the streamer's sister was there. Well, the streamer's sister, and I don't know her name, but allegedly she walked up to Michael Rainey and groped him, grabbed his genitals, while he was on camera, everybody saw it, and basically sexually assaulted Michael Rainey.
Wow.
And everyone is saying it was assault. It was sexual assault.
It is.
And if the tables were turned...
If that was a guy doing that to a girl, it would be...
Gloria
he raped.
Allred would be all over it.
Yeah.
She would be all over it. Where is Gloria Allred now? Because the fact that... Because it's a man, it's not that important.
To her.
And plus, for... if the tables were turned, it would totally be blown out of, into something bigger. I'm not gonna say out of proportion. It would be blown into something bigger. Plus he's a star, a Power. He grabbed a woman, and anything that a man does that has some type of status it is going to be made known of.
Yeah.
You know, but now that it's been done to him, and like when he was talking, he was like, you know, he didn't know how to feel at that time because it never happened. But he knew that he was like assaulted in some way because it's not something he asked for.
Right.
And when she was groping him, it wasn't like she just walked up and just took a little grab and moved on.
Yeah.
She was there, like really getting into it. And he was like, you know, you could see he was so uncomfortable. And he was like, whoa, okay, somebody get this girl.
Yeah.
So
he tried to play it cool.
He did try to play it cool.
But he was very uncomfortable.
He was very uncomfortable. And, you know, 50 Cent was like, he's okay. He'll be all right. But, you can't sit there and say, because this was on social media and everybody saw what happened.
I think that can't be like that. That was one of the reasons why I gave you that analogy of the, what do you call a man sitting at home versus a woman? Because like the world has compacted the man image so much.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm not against, you know, the LGBTQ, all the other alphabets.
Because they'll be calling in on us in a minute.
But I just feel like they're having like events on Father's Day, and it takes away from Father's Day, and I just think that is compacted the man so much that men are turning into women now, or having very feminine traits, and women are just like, oh, he's sassy, or he's spicy, or stuff like that. These are the sayings that are getting taught to as a man, and it just takes you to a whole different place, because it's like the world is like diminishing the man.
What I believe, and again, it has to do with the fact that social media has changed the way people can express themselves.
Okay.
So in a way where, and plus we're in a cancel culture world. So anything that you say is going to be deemed, you know, hatred. Is going to be deemed that you're a racist. So the way that I think that social media has changed the world is the fact where instead of allowing a man to, you know, be a man, have feelings, stay at home, take care of the children, it's always, you know, that like you said, he's lazy, or like I said,
he's bum.
He's you know, he's not doing what he's supposed to do. So we have flipped the script, and we have made the woman, which is wonderful. We've made Beyonce the girls run the world.
Yeah,
you know,
but people don't understand. She has a husband.
She has a husband, but listen though, but who do we think runs that household? Beyonce, because Beyonce is the star, and not that Jay-Z isn't, but we look at her as the breadwinner. We look at her as the one that has the power, instead of looking at them as two individuals
that are in an amazing position.
Yes,
to take
that
care of
have
their
these
whole family.
Opportunities that can
open up doors for us.
Right.
Yeah.
We have men, or you know, so if there's nothing wrong with the woman going out and you know, she's the breadwinner, and they want to have a family and allow someone in the family, which is the husband, the man, to stay home to take care of their children. Well, we have deemed that not being manly.
Right.
And we have to stop that, because whatever that family has chosen for themselves, what is best for themselves, and like you just said, that open up opportunities for them, then we need to allow that. I'm a single father. I stayed home for almost a year taking care of my boys.
Yeah.
You know, but
But to the world, they would dim that.
Yes.
They would dim that light.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not give you your flowers for this.
Right.
Hey, you managed to be okay as a single dad.
Yes. Yeah. And
You know
then
what
when
I'm
people would see me, they interviewed me on the news. And, I was a single father. I was staying at home. And a lot of people, oh, so what? The state's taking care of him. And it had nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
It was the fact that I had the means to stay at home for a year.
Right.
But it's not my job to tell you where them means came from.
Right.
That's my hard work. That's what I did.
That's that was my sort of point of it.
Yeah.
Is that people will deem that as okay, well he he just sat at home on the government.
Yeah.
Okay, there's millions of women out here that sits at home on the government and not talked about at all.
Yeah.
So it's just the fair equal exchange of like, I always tell my wife this because me and her, we go back and forth on this, and I say, it's not a tick for tack type thing in life. It's just for me, I want to be treated a certain way that I'm going to treat you.
Right.
And I expect that to be reciprocated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
You
But it kind of segues me into this that and I want to make sure I'm saying this name right. But it kind of segues me into this that and I want to make sure I'm saying this name right. And if I'm saying it wrong, make sure that I'm saying it right. Brashear Gray. Brashear Gray, he was on the hit show Empire. And Brashear Gray, who I believe allegedly is married, lives with a woman, he is now doing OnlyFans because of the fact he's not working right now.
Yeah.
So
they just had like a strike though, right? Wasn't it
well, they had a writer's strike, but everybody's back. But Empire hasn't been on.
Yeah, they haven't been on for a while.
Ever since.
They're like Tyler Perry.
Well, ever since that, what's his name, said that he was beaten up. Jesse Smollett was beaten up by mega hater or lovers and all that kind of mess that he lied about and everything like that allegedly. But the Empire kind of went downstream right there.
Yeah.
But he has an OnlyFans page now, and trying to make some money. So, okay.
I wonder about the OnlyFans. Do they got to pay taxes at the end of the year?
I see. Now I'm pretty sure that they do because that's something that they're on social media, so they have to be able. They have to. I believe that OnlyFans will then send them something saying this is what you made for the month, the year. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure they got to pay something on that.
Okay.
But let's think about that. So you're a man that you are staying home. You're not bringing in what you used to or what you're used to.
Yeah.
So now you've got to go to OnlyFans, show your behind, act up and everything, so you can bring in some money.
Right.
So, again, people are going to talk about that and say, okay, why doesn't he get up off his butt and go find something else except depending on OnlyFans?
But then again, that's a double standard because women do it all the time.
Women can do it. Women do it as well.
There's women out here that carry around a camera, going to a store and be eating a sandwich and still going live.
Make billions.
Still going live.
Right.
Just talking to the phone.
I think it's because of the fact that, again, we put people that we have loved and we have seen on television and everything, we put them to a higher standard. So therefore, when you see a man that again, he's been on Empire, so he's made all this money. Well, what did you do with all this money, and how did you burn it out? Doing what? Because now you got to have the fancy cars, the big house, and all of that. Right. So now you've got to, and I'm going to say, lower your standards and go to OnlyFans. I'm not saying that OnlyFans.
You got to do what you got to do in life.
You got to do what you got to do in life, and I'm not saying that OnlyFans, makes you less of a person.
Yeah.
But when you were up on top. And now this is what you have to do to make ends meet.
That's why you gotta save your money.
You gotta save it. You gotta have good investments.
Rainy day is coming.
And you gotta have good accountants that don't go out and steal your money and take what you're doing.
Yep.
So you gotta be careful and make sure that you're gonna
coming your way.
But I'm gonna tell y'all, shoot, if this movie don't work out for me, you will see it on OnlyFans. So I may only have a fan, but now listen
Still
here.
getting paid.
I'm gonna get paid something. I know that's right. That only fan better keep that subscription. My subscription gonna be $12.99. I know every month I'm gonna make my $12.99. So please make sure. But I ain't got the OnlyFans, so don't go searching for me. But
you got one more topic, don't you?
I have one more real quick.
I know, but go ahead. Don't worry about what you worried about.
See, so listen. I was reading this, and Sean P. Diddy Combs is. I'm telling you, this man he's been going through the ringer.
Yeah.
He's been going through the ringer, and the thing that hurt Puffy is the fact that when there was allegedly that he had beaten women and had this past about him and that he denied it, and then this video comes out of him. I mean, and when I tell you, Jay, beating this woman, kicking her, beating her, dragging her.
Yeah.
It was hard.
Yeah, it took me back to the Ray Rice thing all over again.
It was, and that was worse than, Ray Rice, he beat the hell out that woman. He hit her like she was a boxer, like they was in a boxing ring. But to watch, Diddy hit this woman, kick her, is sick, made you sick to your stomach. Running after her in a towel. That he could not let her go. That he's running after her in a towel.
I wanted to hear the audio. That's what I wanted.
Right. If they could have had the audio on that.
That would have been perfect.
And and then allegedly he paid the hotel some money to get rid of it. And to find out that that was the night of the BET Awards, that he went to the BET Awards and that night and thanked her and that he really loved her and all this kind of stuff. And so now a lot of, his house has been raided. A lot of sponsors are backing off of him. And the latest here lately is the Howard University. They voted to revoke his honorary degree so that he no longer has a degree there. Actually, he attended the university from 1987 to 1989. And he actually left before he graduated. So he actually did not earn a degree. They give him an honorary degree.
Right.
And so they cut ties with him and they returned the $1 million donation to him. They don't even want his money. So he had a scholarship and the scholarship, I believe, was $1 million or it probably was.
Didn't he have a school at one point too?
He was starting one.
Yeah.
But I never heard, like Oprah, we knew what was happening, but his school I never heard. I think it was in New Jersey or somewhere, but we never heard of what happened with that school. But, for a school to say, we don't want anything with you, that we even giving your money back because we don't even want your dirty money. So that's, to me right there,
that's tough.
Sean P. Diddy, Love, Combs, Puffy, he, you really have to pray for a brother. And a lot of people say, why are you praying for him? He did all this stuff and everything. But you have to pray for him because they go into this dark place too. Yeah. What does he have right now? Everyone is now turning their back, parting ways.
Nobody's defended them.
No. So therefore, we have to.
I was just reading something on, I was before I came here, I was reading in my bathroom that Suge Knight said something about he was an informant. That's the reason why he's never been to jail.
Yeah. And
for any of the crimes that he's committed.
Right. And that he's always known about something that was going on. Something.
Yeah, I think he's
his time is running out.
I think he's gonna eventually tell on all of Hollywood.
Yeah. He really doesn't have a choice. Or all of Hollywood is going to start coming out and telling their stories.
Because, he knows some things.
Yeah.
He knows some things about a lot of people. He might have been drunk, but even when you're drunk, you recollect in the morning. Like, oh, yeah, I remember he said that.
Right.
Just before I went upstairs and went to bed.
Yeah. There's so many.
Well, I passed out.
You know, Hollywood. There's so many stories.
Yeah.
There's so many things that
Getting your
people.
education, getting my
Oh, sorry.
People, you know, we're not privy to this information, but they know.
Mhm.
You know. But when your time runs out, your time runs out.
Definitely.
Because the fact and then like people don't want to be involved anymore.
Yeah.
They don't want to be a part of that, and they know that your time is running out because they start hearing things.
That's why I be telling my kids, you know, you gotta be careful which way you want to take.
Yes.
That path can get real dark.
And
I'm sure he's in a depressing state.
Yes, he is.
Because just imagine being the king of New York, the
Yeah.
top dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
To now everybody's just pulling away from you. You don't
Yeah.
know who you can call.
Right.
You just sitting at home. You don't know when these charges are going to be faced against you.
Right.
You just sitting there.
And then your
It's like-
children are involved in this, and they're
It's like his
hearing
song,
this.
24 Hours to Live. Like,
Yeah.
like you basically sitting there like, what am I going to do next?
Yeah. Because you're not going to be able to make no music to.
Well, I think he might not be able to make music again, but I think
See-
he will be able to be involved in music. And the reason why I say that is because...
But with who?
Well, because like you said earlier, we are, as black people, we're very forgiving.
Yes.
After it's died down. Like right now, all of this stuff is fresh. Even Ray Rice, people
Well,
still
listen,
still
R.
kind of
Kelly-
feel sorry about Ray Rice.
We
even
felt
though
sorry
he-
for R. Kelly. We still wanted to
Yeah.
We still wanted, you know, we wanted a lot of stuff from art. We wanted R. Kelly to win.
Yeah, I think if it dies down, I think people would he'll still be able to make a little bit of money. I'm not going to say he'll
Yeah.
make a lot of money, but
Yeah.
he'll be able to make something that at least survive.
But it always will be somebody
Because he's very smart.
that'll go out and of course burn all the records and
Yeah.
do all that. But will it last forever? Nah. It won't last forever. But right now, everything is just too fresh.
Right now,
he needs to.
Right now, they told him just sit where you are sitting.
Yeah.
Exercise.
Yeah.
Work on your mental health.
Yeah.
That's the only thing he can do right now, to be
That's
honest.
the only thing, because the fact that
And love on his kids.
Yeah. And
Because you don't
get
know
the
if you're
support
gonna
from
be-
your family.
You don't know if you're going to be gone away for a long time.
Right. And I know there's like so many different stories that are going on out there, and you know, it all started when I can't think of the actor's name right now, but he came on Instagram and he was talking about how he was sexually assaulted and, you know, advances made towards him from a male mega star.
Yeah.
And at first everybody kept saying, oh, it's Tyler Perry, it's Tyler Perry. But he works with Tyler Perry a lot. So I always knew, I said, well, it's not Tyler Perry. But then after
somebody
that,
else.
people kept saying it was Puffy.
Mhm.
So then all of a sudden, stuff started unraveling. You know?
Well, there's a lot of people that tell on these stars, you know,
Mhm.
and it's like, if you're a star, like who can you trust, man? Because
Yeah.
like these people be running in your circles for a while, and then once you fire them, they come out with all of this juice of, oh, he used to do this.
That's
and this
right.
to Pearson.
Listen.
Like there's a guy named Choke No Joke. He hated Jay-Z.
See.
Every week there's a video about Jay-Z
And always tell all his business.
and all his business.
If you are not a star or a pastor, then you got to watch everything that you do, because they will tell all your business.
All your
You got to be careful. But you got to be careful because the fact that you think you have money, that you can do what you want to do when you want to do it. So you got to be careful with that.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of Denzel Washington. Do we hear about Denzel Washington? No. Because Denzel Washington knows the circle that he needs to keep.
The minute we take off,
Yeah.
I'll send you the phone number.
See?
So, I'm not going to be reachable.
Right, no, that's right. So
I'll be on a secluded island with nobody around.
Right. You got to be careful. Come in and work when you got to work, and then go on home.
And
Keep
go
your
on home.
hands to yourself. I don't need to have no big parties.
Like, Chase here.
Right. I don't need to have no big parties. I don't need tons of people at my house. I don't need to have a Starbucks in the backyard, a Benihana's. I don't need to have all that.
Nope.
You know, I need to do what I do, treat my job as a movie star, as a recording artist, as a 9 to 5.
Yep.
Go do my job and come on home. That's all I need to do.
All.
Like we mentioned Beyonce earlier. Everybody looking for Beyonce right now. Where Beyonce at? We ain't heard from Beyonce. She done did a little country album, and we ain't heard from Beyonce. Beyonce is somewhere saying, fools, listen, I done made my money and everything. I'm going to go somewhere and I'm going to go sit down.
I'm going to go high because now y'all talking about my husband.
So. Talking about my husband.
We going underground.
Right. You know, so.
How did he say off the grid?
She way off the grid. Nobody can find Beyonce. Right? You can't even find a picture of Beyonce right now. So she out there doing her thing. More power to you. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I tell you, the world is it's a crazy thing, but you know, hey, you gotta love it. You gotta love it because this is the world that we live in, and it's what you make of it. So I can't complain because this is what I pray for and this is what I want. But you also, like when we were talking about earlier, doors opening up for you. You got to make sure the right people are on the other side of those doors.
Yeah,
that's another thing you got to pray about.
Right.
I need to make sure I got the right people in my circle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need people that are going to come against me and fight against me and things like that. So you have to be careful about that. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, we got to get up out of here. Make sure that you always tune in, Talking with 3D. I'm here every Tuesday. And next week, we have the cast of the Dream Girls are going to be here. So you got to tune in next week and be here. The cast of Dream Girls will be here Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we got a full house coming in. We got to make sure that you tune in, tell a friend, and make sure you download.
How many Dream Girls is it? 5?
It's 3 Dream Girls, but you got Jimmy and you got all the rest of them. That
is Beyonce coming?
It might be a surprise. Don't get me the line because they'll be outside this door and beat the hell up out of me. Well, listen, download Live 365, the app. If you have an iPhone, if you have an Android, you can just click on the link and go right to Power 4.4. Tomorrow, I want you guys to tune in to Health Tips in Hip Hop with Michael Braxton from the Michael Braxton family. And he comes on at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on Power 4.4. So again, I want you guys to come to Chipotle Saturday, June 15th. That's this Saturday from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Come out to the 3D Foundation fundraiser and help support autism. So again, Chipotle on Reisterstown Road at Owens Mills from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Saturday, June 15th. Listen, my say for this evening is this. Listen, some people are like clouds. Mm-hmm. When they disappear, it's a beautiful day.
I like that.
So realize that some people are like clouds in your life. And then when they disappear, guess what? It is a beautiful day.
Very shiny.
It's very shiny. The sun is shining. The weather is just nice. So those clouds, sometimes you got to let them clouds go.
Just pass over.
Let them pass away. I'm going to say it to you one more time.
That's
Some people are
right
like
there.
clouds. When they disappear, it's a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day.
So take that, write that down, and go with it. But again, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you all my listeners that are supportive. Thank you. I see you on there. And I love you guys. Vontae, thank you for calling in. OC Flow, thank you for always supporting and posting everything that we do here on Power 4.4. So check us out, Power 4.4 right here. The people are the power, ladies and gentlemen. Go out, have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful rest of the week. Congratulations again to all the graduates out there. Go out and do something special because you are special yourself. Peace. Have a good night.
Yes, you're alone.